Qin Shi Huang Ti is remembered by history as a man of iron. In 221 BC, he did the impossible. He unified 6 warring states, standardized the Chinese script, and established the foundation of the nation we know as China today. Yet, beneath the armor of the criminal tyrant and the architect of the Great Wall, popular legend whispers of a different man, one whose relentless pursuit of power and immortality was fueled by the ghost of a single, lost love. The healer and the hostage. While the Shurji, records of the grand historian, focuses on his bloody conquests, folklore tells the story of Lady A-Fang. Their meeting was not one of imperial splendor, but of vulnerability. Long before he was the first emperor, young Yingzhang was a political hostage in the state of Zhao. Legend says A-Fang was a healer's daughter who treated the powerless prince with a kindness he had never known. This scene energy, nurturing, cooling, and compassionate, became the anchor for his young ambition. However, the very empire he built eventually became the wall that separated them. His mother, the Empress Dowager, and his ministers saw a commoner from a rival state as a political impossibility. In the most tragic versions of the tale, A-Fang took her own life to ensure she would never be used as a pawn against his ambition. The Epang Palace, a monument to grief. The emperor's grief was as massive as his empire. He commissioned the Epang Palace, intended to be the most magnificent structure ever built. While historians suggest the name was merely a geographical marker, legend insists it was a phonetic tribute to his lost love, A-Fang. In feng shui terms, this palace represented the earth luck of the Qin Empire, an attempt to build a terrestrial paradise. It was so vast that it was never completed in his lifetime, serving as a permanent, empty reminder of the void left by his queen. A legacy out of balance. From a feng shui perspective, the first emperor's life is a cautionary tale of elemental imbalance. His reign was dominated by metal and fire, the sword of conquest and the burning of books to unify thought. By losing Lady A-Fang, he lost his connection to the water and earth elements, the nurturing qualities of partnership. Without this balance, his energy became harsh and brittle. Practitioners often note that while he unified a continent, he could not sustain a dynasty. The Qin Empire collapsed a mere 3 years after his death. Without the yin to soften the yang, even the strongest structure will eventually crack. The Terracotta Army, protecting the Dharma dimension. The emperor's obsessive quest for the elixir of life is often portrayed as a simple fear of death. But looking through the lens of his legend, it takes on a more poetic meaning. Was he searching for immortality to rule forever, or to wait for A-Fang in the afterlife? His massive necropolis, guarded by 8,000 terracotta soldiers, was built to protect him in the Dharma dimension. Many myths suggest he intended to march into the next world not just as a conqueror, but as a man seeking to reunite with the only person who loved him before he had a crown. History meets modern media. Today, dramas like The King's Woman bring this era to life with stunning attention to detail, from the fracture stone hilts of golden swords to the symbolic amulets worn by the royals. These productions remind us that China's heritage isn't just a list of dates and battles, it is a story of human emotion. Qin Shi Huang Ti gave China its borders, its language, and its identity. But the legend of Lady A-Fang reminds us that the man who owned everything may have spent his final years mourning the only thing he couldn't keep.